When Cold War Kids started, we had Matt Avero. He was flipping pizzas in Seal Beach. After practice, we'd go to his work, we'd get a bunch of pizzas. He'd get in trouble for giving out free pizzas to us. We had Matt Moss, and he was living in Hollywood, and he would be doing his artwork. He was like living the Hollywood life, driving 4 hours a day, lost his mind, couldn't even understand the language that he's using. We had Johnny, who's still in school, and he's doing his philosophy program, and he's like giving speeches and accolades from the professors kind of kid. And then me, I was doing my teaching credential program where I was substituting and teaching high school English. As this is happening, Cold War Kids is something that we are all like in our individual lives growing to believe in more and more. I'm in class every day, and like I want to get out of there. Like, we have no idea what it means to be in a band. We have no idea what it means to go on tour or to try to be like a real band. All we know is that we really like playing music together, and we feel like there's something really special about it.
We all pretty much came to Long Beach in the past few years together. Matt Avero, I think, grew up in Hawaiian Gardens or Lakewood or something, and so he was always in the area. But we kind of all made the move to come down here a few years ago with I don't know, the intention of being close to LA, but not there. Long Beach has a lot of different things. It's got these these ports and industry, and then these bristly kind of like rougher parts, all the way down to Belmont Heights, where you got your shops and your Banana Republic and all these things. And I think we all live somewhere in between there. We live in a pretty circumscribed area together, sharing pretty close quarters, in different places but close. And I think we practice and make music all within that close area too. And we do that on purpose. We do that with an intention of kind of, being in a pretty close community.
I really like to go to the live shows. I've been 3 or 4 live shows, and amazing. The first one was really, it was in the Detroit bar in Costa Mesa. And there was about, 350, 400 people, and everybody's going around, and when they come up to play, looks like everything stopped. And everybody's just staying there. And then when they start playing, I just can see all the audience going up and down, up and down. And you feel that the energy, when they play, something happens, and you feel that energy when they play. It's just unbelievable.
It's an interesting beat. And I like it.
The first album that the Cold War Kids came out with was kind of an experiment. They had little idea what they were doing, and they were just running relentlessly forward and not knowing what in the world the future holds.
I know they are pretty nervous about the second CD, the album. Matthew tells me this about a little bit different from the first one. But I hear already new songs for this album, and I think it's going to be a great album.
I've always felt good that all the guys, except for the youngest one, do have their degrees, and this is probably more or less temporary.
Matthew started playing the drums when he was about 13 years old. My idea for his life that I thought he would go to college and take some courses and have a professional life, But the episode it happens when he was going to college, and he met Matt and Johnny and Nathan, and one day he said, "Dad, I gotta play in a band." He said, "Okay, great. This probably is gonna last 3 or 4 months, right?" So, yeah, all right. So we started playing, and this thing starts taking off. And all of a sudden, Dad, I'm going to go on a tour around the country. And I go, "What?" "Yeah, we're going to go play around the United States." "Is this really happening?" So he told me, "Well, if I do this, I can go to college." So we made a deal. 2 years. If you make it, you make it. If you don't make it, you go back to college.
I think the symbol's too dark for the song. I think it needs a lighter symbol there, like a brighter symbol. To me, it just sounds. It doesn't give it like the attack with the song and the guitars, you know.
Okay.
So I guess it was a couple days before my 17th birthday. A friend of a friend knew Most, who I kind of saw around but had never met. Didn't really know much about the guy, but apparently he hung out with this friend of mine. They got to talking, and Most said that a friend of his was starting a band and they needed a drummer, and she said she knew me and that I played drums, which was partially true, I guess. I didn't even have a drum set, and they said they had one at their space, and I kind of lied and said, yeah, that's better because I don't want to. It's more convenient for me not to bring mine. But I think it's there, you know. But it's not catching like it normally does. Like it normally is. Like
it does sound kind of empty.
It sounds awkward now.
At a certain point, we talked to Matt Avedu, and we got to say to him, like, Matt, Matt Avedu at this time, he's going to Long Beach City College. He's like 17 years old at this time, and I'm 25 or something, and saying, like, Matt, man, you gotta drop out of college, like, you gotta quit school. And of course, like, I know that he's scared.
Yeah. Hey, Vera, let's go through that a couple of times. We're moving on to a new song.
Yeah, he's switching the tape over and stuff.
Yep.
So many stars have recorded here over the years. What do you feel, Matt?
Like the Aladdin soundtrack? That was like the first, because the A section.
Yeah.
That was the first one.